So recently, there's been some concerning allegations against the popular Roblox meme YouTuber HairyTwinkle2929, who has gone viral for his Roblox Doomspire-orientated content, with videos featuring him amassing over hundreds of thousands of likes on TikTok.
Kaboom! There goes your tower. Watch it crumble, feel the power. Harry Tinkle's in the game, no escape. Time to face your fate. There's no debate.
Now, originally, this whole drama started after a poorly made Google document came out against HairyTwinkle, accusing him of many insane, egregious allegations, in which then started spreading on Twitter, resulting in many people claiming HairyTwinkle was some sort of cupcake lover, in which ultimately resulted in HairyTwinkle making his first video addressing everything titled Help Me, and also, he even got removed from Forsaken for a period of time.
This is going to be more of a serious video, but there has been some allegations against me out of nowhere. There is multiple people coming at me saying I have and calling me a which isn't true. I don't have that disgusting stuff, and I myself too am a I'm really scared, and I'm getting tons of hate for it when I don't have that disgusting content.
Now, before we go over his other two response videos, let's actually cover the allegations in which are detailed in this supposed exposed document on HairyTwinkle, created by a guy named Serium and Perry. Now, first off the bat, the creator of this document places the word meticulously right next to HairyTwinkle's name. They state this was all just a simple misunderstanding and they didn't mean to label him as a predator, but literally at the start of the document, they heavily insinuate it by claiming, I will be exposing HairyTwinkle2929 and showing all the things he did. This includes so they're clearly contradicting themselves here. Now, this document has many problems in which I want to highlight. First of all, the structuring is absolutely horrible. There is no video links provided in this document whatsoever that the account they claim to be HairyTwinkle is actually him. And additionally, one of the main claims featured in this document, being that HairyTwinkle sent of himself, is backed up by one anonymous testimony of some girl who claims to be 14, which literally does not add any substantial value to the allegations whatsoever. This document also then provides a poorly censored image, which isn't even explained in this document what it actually is. It could literally be anything, and if this image included in the document was what they claim to be, then they have just actively committed a crime by reposting it horrifically censored and then distributing this document all around the place. Furthermore, the idea that HairyTwinkle would have been that even if this was all true is nonsensical, because he literally claims to be 15 years old, while this alleged girl is only 14. There is literally a 1-year age gap. This document's use of the term is used in the completely wrong context, and only serves to water down the term to minimize actual situations pertaining to pedophilia, and instead just use this term as a bad faith way to attack HairyTwinkle, it seems, to sort out some personal vendetta they have with him. The other claim for HairyTwinkle having P is some random screenshot which is apparently from the dark web, and when the original creator of the document is asked for actual credible evidence that HairyTwinkle had P, they simply state in response, just ask Perry, literally proving that they have zero proof themselves and have no idea what they're talking about. This document's layout is extremely confusing, and in the segment where they flat out accuse him of posting they admit they have no proof of it, and yet again just show some random testimony, this time from a user on TikTok. Now, to be fair, they do show screenshots of what they claim to be HairyTwinkle posting content in his Discord server, but once again they show no evidence as to prove that this is literally him. No Discord mobile videos to prove that this was his actual account are given whatsoever. We are only just led to believe that this is him, and the document's credibility is already tanked considering the fact that they took obvious jokes HairyTwinkle said about paying his mods Robux and then claimed that it was him unironically trying to bribe them. He was taking jokes completely out of context. The document also fixated on what it claims to be HairyTwinkle saying the N-word, thus claiming that he is for it, and then shows an image of what they claim to be him holding his pet rat, and showing that he is white. Once again though, how do we know that's actually him? The situation gets even more complicated when HairyTwinkle affirmed in his response video that he was black, so someone here is clearly lying. Now, threads on Twitter even clarified themselves that Serium, the person who made this document, conceded on the fact that HairyTwinkle was not a but they do clarify that HairyTwinkle was extremely edgy, and judging by the screenshot messages of HairyTwinkle saying controversial things, if they are true, he ought to address them in more depth. I get at 15 people tend to be edgy and state things to garner attention no matter what they say, but it should be more fluently explained and addressed regardless, and accountability should be taken when needed. While it does seem that most of these claims are baseless, there are some justified criticisms still at play. For example, in reference to HairyTwinkle's response videos, he brings up how he couldn't have possibly had and then shows all his files on his phone proving that he didn't possess anything. But this response doesn't exactly hold any weight, when someone could have easily just mass wiped their content off their phone and deleted it, and then recorded their files right after, and bam, there's no technical proof they had it, unless the police themselves scanned the devices. Once again, I'm not saying that he does actually have this content, but the response he gave is pretty weak in that regard. Furthermore, HairyTwinkle stated he never fully d***ed anyone, which is a pretty odd choice of words in which I noticed.
Now let's talk about the allegations. I have never fully d***ed anyone, as in having their private or personal info and then publishing it. If you look at this search, IPs can be public. I also deleted the IPs, as I only used it to defend myself.
In his second response video as well, he did debunk the Roblox exploit allegation levied against him by highlighting that Delta is a Roblox emulator, not a Roblox exploit that he had.
For Delta, many people think that this is the Roblox exploit, but no, it's the emulator.
However, something that did concern me was the fact that he also addressed why he had an image logger downloaded onto his phone, which, for those of you who don't know what that is, essentially it allows him to get the IP of anyone who clicks images in which he sends on Discord. And in response, he states that getting IPs is wrong, but he has stopped doing it, and that getting IPs are not designed to one specific area. And while that is technically true, why was he getting IPs in the first place? Why did he feel the need to download this script? Who was he going to use it on? I really don't think this part was explained well, in all honesty, and this just creates more questions than it actually answers. Now, parts I do agree on is the fact that it seems one of the main bad actors against HairyTwinkle is overtly hypocritical himself and has been massively toxic, even with Google Documents being created compiling all of this information, in which I will be linking in the description.
Let's talk about HairyTwinkle2929 and HairyTwinkle4929, the two neckbeards who made the allegations about me, and let's simply debunk them. First off, we have the guy quite literally admitting that the allegations are fake. As he clearly states, I am not a p***, and you should all know that I very well am black and not a n***. I also did not send my HairyTwinkle to a 14. He had no proof on the doc.
Furthermore too, HairyTwinkle does a good job at clearing the largest allegation levied against him, being the fact that he was some sort of cupcake lover, by claiming that he is literally only 15 years old himself, and that he isn't racist for using the N-word because he himself is black.
Now I just wanted to say, calling me a bad person is just bull. Nobody should be called that. They are lying to make me seem like a worse person than the truth, and at my age, tons of people may act edgy. Like they have even acted edgy before. However, I have never ever supported the terrible mustache man, and that is clearly a lie.
Also, HairyTwinkle even shows proof of the harassment he's been facing in terms of people doxing him and finding his personal information, which is something I personally empathize with too, because I have been in this exact same position before, and it's horrible.
Now you want to know someone who has been doxed? I have been fully doxed before, with my name, address, phone number, and even date of birth all published.
Now, what is my take with all of this? Well, I honestly think the document calling out HairyTwinkle is poorly put together and throws massive claims which really are not well substantiated. While I do think HairyTwinkle did well in dismantling most points, I feel like some of his defenses run a little weak in some parts. Now, good news though is that HairyTwinkle was reintroduced back into Forsaken after he cleared most of his allegations, which is good, and it seems for the better part the drama has ultimately died down. But anyway, for clarification as this video ends, this video is not intended for hate, harassment, or cyberbullying whatsoever. This video is instead intended for educational and informative purposes only going over the entire situation as a whole in a documentary style context. I'd also like to clarify that this video is intended for more mature audiences as well, as more more mature themes are of course being discussed, so viewer discretion is advised. All necessary content has been sufficiently blurred, and this video complies with all of YouTube's community guidelines, including the YouTube Child Safety Guidelines. And with that all being said, thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and comment your opinions down below about this entire situation, and join my Discord server to contact me if you want. My Discord is discord.gg/Parlo. And with that being said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.